Okay, good. Do a couple rehearsals for me.
Here's the dog leg right. Okay.
Good. Perfect. Let's just copy that. Now sometimes that ball kind of nestles down in that ground. There's a battle that's going to take place between the club and the ground, and you've got to win that battle. Sometimes you need to be a little more aggressive. Again, I'm not going to hit his ball, but you don't want to be dainty through here. The ground will win the battle sometimes. You can be, if it's sitting up kind of nice and easy, you can kind of be, you can control that a bit. But sometimes you just have to be more aggressive. You kind of just a little bit more aggressive and go down after it a little bit. Do a couple rehearsals so you kind of have a preview of what you expect. So you're really chopping the roots out of the grass, not just the top of the grass. Okay, you have to even really lean into that. There you go. Good. That took some grass out. Good. So let's go after this ball. I'll give you a little bit, but I want you to be somewhat aggressive down into it hard right there. Good. It just popped right out. And so, and because it is, you won't be able to follow through all the time. Sometimes the ground is scratched, but where it counted, you got the ball to pop up. Do a couple of rehearsals where you have that hinge. We're going to reinforce that hinge. There you go. Thank you. So take it back. And good. Now it's not just hands. It is body. Keep your elbows in front of the body. Yes. You got to have that body swing forward. It's a body swing.
All right, Jake. Either way. Well, they got 90.
Okay, let's try that on the ball.
Parts. All right.
Good. You actually want to kind of have a quicker hinge coming up and straight up and straight down more than back and forth. Now this, as I mentioned, I set this whole thing up saying this is the hardest part of golf. Because there's a lot of subtleties to it. And the hardest thing to learn for people, and you're not going to learn it immediately, is this idea of swinging the body as a connected unit. Yeah, so you almost want to hit it with your right hip. It's almost as if the club is coming out of your right hip. And the only way you can get my club to the ball is to move the right hip down there. So you've got to think no hands. Your only time you think of hands is the hinge part. Then you just kind of forget about it. Hinge and then body. Okay, hinge and then body. Okay, oh, that was beautiful. Let's try that movement right there. Hinge and then body. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Hands forward again. Again, you don't have an athletic problem, you have a geometry problem. So we're fixing the geometry. What? There we go. Ooh, good. Now, one of the things that we're going to add, the only thing I've adjusted right now is your starting position with your hand, hitting the shaft forward. Then I said swing your swing. And I am seeing some variability in your swing. Sometimes it's one swing and sometimes it's a different swing. It's not always the same tempo and everything else. And so what I want to do now is create some sameness about your swing and use one of the positions of a golf swing that you repeat every time. Even if the other ones aren't, that one's going to be the same. And that's the final. So I want you to do a practice swing and hold your finish.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you hit this button just a second. Good. You see how you're on the tip of this toe here? Okay, that's a pro finish. Do that one more time. Can you? What would feel like to you if you actually let that go? Let your hands go even further back instead of here.
Okay. Wait.
If your elbows folded just a little bit more, so you're not quite so tight, you get the hands on top of your left leg. Okay. Good. So it's more complete. Yeah.
Is that way far back?
Well, that's a little more, but I am seeing things that I wanted the camera to see. Good. Good for you. It's more. Oh,
That felt good.
that had a
It
nice
sounded
sound.
right.
It had a
That
nice sound.
I know.
So let's keep swinging to that pose. Thing that adjusts.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I've observed, and you might even not, you might be aware of this, you may not be. With the wedge, I saw something more like this with your grip.
Uh-huh.
I'm now starting to see this hand come underneath a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's why they're going low and left a lot on some of these. But much better. You basically want the palm of your right hand in the same plane as the face of the club. Because now your subconscious athletics sense is I'm just going to hit the ball with the palm of my hand. That club is just an extension of my right hand. But if you get this hand up in the air, it's almost like trying to hit the ball with the side of your hand because your hand's underneath. And so your subconscious partner says, well, I'd like to hit it with the palm, but I know I can't do that. So I'm gonna hold back here. And now I didn't know what to do. So you want to make sure that's just it's right there in this position. We don't curl that underneath. Okay.
Yes.
All right, now go ahead and set up there to that rubber tee. I'm going to set this club at the same angle you set yours. That's the swing plane, basically. That means as you swing this club around and back, we want to stay on that plane. That means when it gets back here, it should look like this. Okay, that'd be on the same plane it started. You have a tendency when you get back here to just go straight up with it. You're not really getting it back here. So I want you to get a feeling of swinging on plane by standing up perfectly straight. And I want you to do baseball swings, waist-high baseball swings. Well, start out with the club waist-high, doesn't feel baseball. I want to just turn it on here, like you're on the table. Turn and swish. Turn and swish. Ooh, that was a good sound. You're just gonna, the ball's gonna get in the way. You're swatting the bee down there. You're gonna turn and swish. That had some pop.
There, that was straight.
Now we're gonna move our feet this way a little bit, so this is right on your toe. So you're gonna have it much more to the left, so you can really swing up on it. Now with the driver, that's just my ball. I should have said it at the beginning. We don't want the low point in front of the ball with the driver. We want it actually behind the ball. You want to swing up into it. Therefore, we don't have to have jack swing on the driver. You can have your hands behind the ball.
Yeah, you learned it. Yeah, absolutely. I understand that.
Ooh, I love that. Now, if I was caddying for you on the golf course, you have to, there's that old phrase, dance with who brung you. Mm-hmm. You have to play your tendency. Your tendency, when I'm trying to hit it there, they go there.
Yeah. So
I wish that could make there the there. Well, I'm going to try to hit it there then. And then where will they go? If the next 10 go the same place as the last 10, if you aim there, where are they going to go? They're going to go right over the center of that flag. Jack Nicklaus won 18 majors. He hit it there and the ball curved to the middle of the fairway. He didn't hit it straight. Pros don't hit it straight. They're curved. He hit a rightward curve. Or the fade, power fade. So he would start it left of that flag and then it would curve back to that flag. 40% of the golfers hit fades. So let's set up just to aim a little more left than you were, and then you forget about it. You just do the same swing. That new rotation, that new turn. Look at that.
look. About that.
All right, Dave, how's it going, buddy?
See this last ball?
Yeah. I love it. Yes.